Hello YouTube, it is me again with another YouTube video. Today we're going to be taking a look at another AKP-90. The AKP-90 is this huge concept that I absolutely adore because it's just kind of a really neat concept. This time we're going to be taking a look at a much more updated version. So this combines a couple different really cool concepts that I suggest you guys kind of check out. So the first concept is the Hornet assault rifle from Wouter Kroon, otherwise known as Shockwave 9001 on DeviantArt. You can check that out for a good basis of where this rifle came from. The other really cool basis is another concept art from Shockwave 9001 on DeviantArt. It's one of his earliest AK kind of concepts, and it used an experimental cartridge and all this other stuff. The front forend comes off of that. The back receiver stock and grip area comes from the Hornet assault rifle. Another person that I have to give credit to, kind of begrudgingly, is someone from Sons of Guns, and it's kind of one of the awkward places, and it's for the Velociraptor concept. For those of you who don't know, Sons of Guns was an older Discovery TV show that I kind of grew up watching. I really liked the TV show as a kid because I was a kid and I was kind of blind to all the drama and the bullshit that came with the show. Sorry, excuse my language. Obviously, the main person from Sons of Guns, he was sent to prison because he was basically sexually molesting his own daughter, which is messed up. The main person in the show that they villainified, I believe his name was Vance. Turns out that he was fed up with the company because the company was in fact mistreating him, but we never saw that, so obviously we were going to side with the main company. The daughter in the show was hyped up to be able to handle a whole bunch of different weapons and things like that, but through editing in the show, they made her look better than what she actually was, so that was kind of upsetting. And some of the things that they said in the show kind of misrepresented the gun community as a whole. So there's a lot going on in the show that was wrong. Something that came out of it is that the other guy, he wore glasses. I think he's like a dirty blonde. He was kind of like the right-hand man to most things. He was the one that came up with the Bullpup 22 stock design. He, after everything was said and done, kind of took over the company, and he rebranded and made a new company. And something that they have started working on is a whole bunch of suppressor, basically research and development. So something that he's come up with is an integrally suppressed AK-47, and the suppressor actually envelops the entire gas block, which drops a huge amount of noise as well. It's this huge chunk of metal. So if we get off of this rendered image and the LVD and we go to Chrome and we look this up real quick, I want to be able to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about, because I think personally it's not exactly pretty just yet. Yeah, I don't know how to spell Velociraptor. It's not exactly pretty, and I would really, really like for it to be pretty, so that's kind of what I'm doing now. So let's get a better image of this. I guess this one will work. So Axiom Defense is the newer company that came out of this one. You can see that it's a standard AK-47 in the back, but it's got this huge, bulky suppressor in the front. And it's supposed to be really, really quiet. And like I said, it's also part of the gas system. So your barrel is coming through this plane here, but there's a little bit right here where the gas system comes up and back to cycle the piston on the AK. So that has now been included in the system, making it quieter, supposedly. This is still, like I said, a whole bunch of research and development. I really like that idea, but I really hate how it looks. So what I've done is taken and I've put it into the AKP-90 and titled it the Velociraptor to pay homage to the people who created it, Axiom Defense, and kind of dressed it up a little bit better so, you know, it looks better as well, because man, that thing is just a chunk of metal on the end. This is the rendered image, and this is the LDD version. So this is pretty simple. Like I said, this is stuff that we have seen before on the Hornet assault rifle. Just a couple updates here and there. So here we have our folding stock. Pretty simple. We push this forward and it will unlock our stock, and it will rotate all the way around and slide flush along the receiver here. This is a pretty futuristic stock. I really like the stock design. I use it in a whole bunch of different spots because I just like it that much. It's, like I said, it's a nice stock design. We have an updated lower receiver for AKs. As you can see, it has a more ergonomic pistol grip and an extended magazine release to just kind of help people who might not necessarily have the longest of hands to make this reach here. So you don't have to adjust your grip on the trigger guard itself. Our fire selector has been redesigned, so obviously this is in the semi-automatic position. One more up would be the full auto, and then all the way up would be our safety. This has been extended all the way over now into a safety lever on the other side as well, so we can actually rotate this up into our safe position, as you can see on this side, which rotates this section as well, so we can manipulate this from this side of the rifle as well, for those people who are looking to be able to do that. Bolt and dust cover have not changed too much. It's just an upturned charging handle, just ever so slightly. Same design that I used on the M1014, so that you can kind of manipulate over the top of the receiver if you need to. No problem. The iron sights have been replaced with a newer, super futuristic red dot sight that would never break. Quotation marks, you know, it's super futuristic, so we should be able to do something like that. So that's what we've put up here. I actually made this for my different usernames contest not too long ago. This is something that he came up with, so credit to him for the original site design. I just made the site in its entirety. He made it inside of Pimp My Gun. I made it inside of LTD. Again, this is an AKP-90, so this is an AK that takes P90 magazines. We have our P90 magazine down here. This uses our AK style magazine release as opposed to a P90 one. And then up here we have our extended handguard for our suppressor with some side rails as well. So you can see the huge bulky ass suppressor up here in the silver, and then our polymer handguard that wraps up on around it with our rails as well. A couple texture grips down here for your hand to control recoil. Of all the AKP-90s, I personally find this one to be my favorite. It just looks so cool, modern, and updated. I really like the red highlights on all of the control surfaces. It just matches everything so well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. Don't forget to check out all the people that I mentioned for all of their shoutouts and whatnot. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to comment, rate, and subscribe for more videos similar to this one. See you guys later.